Looks like we'll be live in a second. We're cool. You're all excited, Brittany.
Great.
Looks like we're live.
Oh, hello, everyone. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Super excited to bring you a very dear friend of ours and my personal biofeedback practitioner. If you're here live, say hello, drop us a like. For those of you that are new to the group, my name is Brittany. I'm a holistic nutritionist and owner of Fresh and Fit Nutrition. I am here with my partner, Chris Porton, certified holistic health coach and owner of Rock Your Health Coaching. And we have a very special guest, our featured practitioner of the week. I can't even tell you how many titles this amazing woman has. She is a board certified functional wellness practitioner, homeopathic practitioner, biofeedback practitioner. Say hello, Yelena. Like, thank you so much for being here and coming to share some value with us today.
Thank you so much for
So
having me.
good to have you.
Thank you guys. I'm very excited to be here.
We are going to be talking
Absolutely.
about some thing that pretty much everybody goes through during this time, whether you kind of have like some self-care habits that get you through these things, but we all know that the holidays can be a very stressful time. And it's really important to have some tools in your tool belt to be able to manage that stress and anxiety during the holidays. So we are going to be chatting about that. But first, since it's been a while since Yelena has been on here with us, tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of what you do and who you help.
Yes, absolutely. So you've listed a lot of those titles, a lot of those practitioners' names in there, but a little bit about me. I actually went from one extreme to another, as I like to describe it. I was for about 20 years in management, and on the surface, everything looked great. Inside of me, I started suffering, really. I was feeling miserable. And I tried to find the root cause. What's going on? What's happening? Why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? So I went to a doctor, one doctor, another doctor. They told me it's totally fine. You're a mother, you have kids, you have a very responsible job. You're just depressed and anxious. Take some pills. It's normal, it's safe, it's not harmful. So to make a long story short, I decided to prove them wrong. So here I am. I didn't plan it, really just, going through. I started as a coach and then became biofeedback, NLP practitioner, biofeedback, homeopathic, functional wellness. And right now, currently pursuing becoming a naturopath and eventually, if everything goes well, a doctor of holistic health. So
Awesome.
Is, little story about me. Thank you.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Was there a question? No? Okay.
I said, thank you for what you do. That's all. Just thank you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Chris. And Brittany, one more thing I think I forgot to mention. You asked, who do I help? Really, anyone. I know it's not a good answer, but anyone. I work with anyone. Primarily, though, I concentrate women, 30s, 30s and older. That's my, like, kind of primarily with whom I'm working, but I do work with anyone.
Awesome. Yeah, I know that we have been working together for about a year now. And you just really have helped me in so many ways. We connected in the group over my daughter. My daughter was struggling with anxiety. And so we did some biofeedback with her. You found that actually a lot of what was contributing to that, she had braces at the time and she had very high heavy metals in her system. So we focused on getting that out. Shortly thereafter, she was able to get her braces off, so that a lot of that cleared up. But I know it was super helpful for me because, you know, I'm in this space, but I have a teenage daughter and she doesn't like to listen. And I know you're a mom of 2 daughters too, so you definitely feel that. So a lot of the tips and stuff that you gave her, she actually listened to because it wasn't coming from me, even though it was the exact same thing that I've been telling her to do forever. And then we started working together, kind of post vid. I'm going to be careful with my language here so we don't get flagged, but I had really horrible brain fog after catching that bug. And I was like, I was like trying to work. I was trying to, and my symptoms were really mild. I wasn't sick for very long. I took, you know, the frontline protocol, but man, that brain fog, it was worse than pregnancy brain. And you were like, let me run some panels on you, and you did. And within just like a couple sessions, I was like, oh, whoa, I got my brain back. Like, I'm no longer walking into the kitchen going, what did I come in here for? You know, and since then, I mean, we've continued to work together, and you just have been such an important person in my life and someone who's helped me so much with this biofeedback and your gift and your herbal remedies. I mean, you're so gifted with your knowledge and everything that you know, from homeopathic remedies to different herbs for different things. And, you know, we've worked on beliefs and, you know, different issues that I was, you know, struggling with. And you really, really, really have helped me. So for that, I just want to truly, truly thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And I'm very grateful for you too. And it's a pleasure working together.
Yes.
Absolutely. We appreciate it too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
So what is biofeedback? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
So what is biofeedback?
Well, actually, we'll get to this. If you don't mind, I have a little presentation that cool. I wanted to go over because I'd like to share some tips and some of those tools, Brittany, you mentioned. You know, I have a lot of tools in the toolbox that I use with my clients, but I wanted to mention some of those that are free, that anyone can use at any time, anywhere. And kind of, you know, after we'll go through them, I'll actually demonstrate biofeedback today here.
Perfect.
Cool,
yeah,
awesome.
Go ahead. Get started. You can share your screen.
Oh, I can. Okay. Give me 1 second. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. Okay, awesome. So, well, we went through several things, so we won't go through introduction. We are here to talk about stress, anxiety relief, as Brittany, you mentioned. We talked about me as well, but also I just wanted to mention again that I personally went through everything what I'm usually teaching or I'm talking about. So not exactly that these practitioner certifications that qualify me to teach what I teach is probably more my personal experience. So I wanted to start with, I was always looking for a magic pill. You know, if I found something that could help me, I thought, or was claimed to help, I would literally shower myself in it. You know, so I thought it's very kind of fits the topic today to include this. And then a couple of those, you guys know, I like to laugh. I like, you know, put some humor in pretty much everything I do where it's appropriate. But that's what I felt like. That's what I felt like before on the inside. People didn't see it on the outside. That's what I felt like on the inside. I'm doing fine. Okay. I have to read this legally, the disclaimer. This presentation is not intended to be a substitute for services of any healthcare professional. No representation contained in these materials is intended as medical advice and should not be used for diagnosis or medical treatment. For those things, please consult your own doctor, physician. Okay, so let's talk about what it is and what's causing it, stress and anxiety. As we all know, stress is a part of life. We must all accept it. But stress is actually not a bad thing. We need it. We need stress in our life for our health, physical and emotional health as well. A little stress, not too much. And also without stress, we would be so bored. So it's not necessarily a negative thing, but everyone has a different capacity to deal with stress. Some appear to have this inexhaustible resources, while others really break down easily. So again, it's very beneficial in small doses, but it can be very harmful in large amounts. And we have a tendency to blame tense situations and worries for causing stress and anxiety. But stress actually, in fact, has a much wider scope. There are environmental stresses, such as pollution, noise, something can be happening in the house, cold temperature or overheating. There are also physical stresses that could be caused by illnesses or accidents. And there are mental stress can be caused by relationship problems, financial pressures, bereavement, and there are many other causes for this. And of course, a topic that both of you guys are very passionate about is nutritional stress. And we'll talk a little bit about nutrition today. So all of these elements have a really big impact on the body. And as far as anxiety goes, everyone is aware it's a widespread problem these days. So what anxiety is, kind of the definition, it's a state of fear or apprehension in the face of threat or danger. And again, this is a natural and healthy response since it allows the body to prepare itself through adrenaline to cope with danger. The problem starts when the person is in the state of chronic anxiety, constant feeling of worry. That's when all of the problems actually starting. So adrenal glands that are producing stress hormone cortisol, they become really exhausted as a result of nonstop worry. So that's when you get this fatigue, brain fog, loss of stress coping skills, and increased risk of different illnesses. So there are a variety of reasons why you can feel anxious, and some of the most common include poor nutrition or malnutrition, when you're not getting enough needed nutrients, sleep deprivation or poor quality sleep, oxygen deprivation, it's either not breathing properly or not spending any time outside, serotonin deficiency or some other chemical imbalance, low calorie dieting. So a lot of people, especially women who are on those strict diets, or some are really not eating at all, they are suffering from anxiety and depression. Also, habits that are harmful in nature, like alcohol, smoking, drugs, overeating. Those are just some of the examples. Stressful events and feeling exhausted. That could be from work, from home related, or just anything in life overall. Anxiety can also be caused by thyroid problems, low blood sugar, hormonal imbalances, chemical toxicities, which is unfortunately around us right now everywhere. It's in the water, it's in the food, it's in the air, all of the products, well, most of the products that are sold out there, and excessive stimulant use. So some of these issues, they can lead to hormonal imbalance, and which in turn causes, again, fatigue and brain fog, sleeping difficulties, mood swings, weight gain, and then you're returning to feeling anxious and stressed again. So it's kind of a never-ending loop. Okay, so let's talk about what we can do to help. Topic that's dear to both of your hearts, nutrition. So one of the first priorities in treating mood problems or any problems naturally is to improve the nutrition. And that's where I personally always start when working with someone, is starting with nutrition and stress management. So in eating a nutrition balanced diet will make your body stronger and better. You'll be better able to cope with stress and anxiety. And I'm sure everyone heard this: food indeed is medicine, a medicine. So examine your diet to see if there is anything, some of the foods that may be causing anxiety. For example, processed foods, that's like a major offender. Also coffee and sugar, they have been shown in studies to trigger panic attacks. So if you are, or your loved ones, someone who is suffering these panic attacks, you can try to substitute it with chamomile tea or some other herbal teas. Some great foods, fantastic options to include into your diet: green leafy vegetables. They help feed your brain essential vitamins and minerals. Turmeric, salmon or tuna fish for omega-3s, walnuts, almonds, avocados, flax seeds, bananas. They're actually excellent because magnesium helps with stress and mood stabilization. Ginseng, fresh ginger root, and it's also great for digestive system. Cayenne pepper, garlic, and something that's a lot of times overlooked, and some people don't even know about this, pumpkin seeds. They contain high quantities of zinc, iron, calcium, magnesium, as well as B vitamins and proteins. And all of these are necessary for brain function. So they will definitely help you to deal with stress. Oats is another great food for anyone who has issues, any problems, disorders with the nervous systems. So probiotics, they really can be beneficial for most of the people. I prefer, to get vitamins, minerals in the first place from foods. And if I don't need the balanced diet, then I go to supplements. So unfortunately, most of us right now are not eating this balanced diet. We're not getting everything we need. So probiotic foods, my favorite ones are sauerkraut, kombucha. Then if you like spicy, kimchi, it's amazing. Also, some others are tempeh, miso, kefir, and there are more. So it's very important. I know there's a lot of conversations about healing the gut. It's extremely important that you have a healthy gut because gut and brain are very closely associated. Also, prebiotic foods, onion, leek, garlic, and Jerusalem artichoke. So bottom line, eat balanced meals which consist of whole, natural foods, lots of vegetables, fruits, good healthy quality sources of proteins, fats, and complex carbohydrates. Things you should eliminate, ideally, processed foods, sugars, fatty fried meals, anything chemical really, sweeteners, colors, toxic preservatives, they all should be avoided. And if you are allergic to something, or even, if you have food sensitivity, it's important to eat an anti-inflammatory diet, gluten-free diet preferably, and anything that you are sensitive to, it can really affect your brain. So something to mention here too, B vitamins are often depleted by stress. So again, if you don't eat a lot of B vitamins rich foods, it would be very wise to supplement these B vitamins. And last but definitely not least is hydration. So make sure when you're feeling anxious to keep yourself hydrated, and actually keep yourself hydrated at any time. You need to drink lots of water, avoid sugary drinks. So minimum, it should be half of your body weight in ounce. So for example, if your weight is 160 pounds, you should be drinking 80 ounces of pure water. Now, it's important also to remember to add more water equivalent to your consumption of whatever it is might be dehydrating you. So if you're drinking 20 ounces of coffee per day, you gotta add this 20 ounce to this 80 ounce daily regimen for you. So now you have to drink 100 ounces of water per day. So another thing important to know, so in order for this, for all of the benefits from water, for you to get all of the benefits, you should not be drinking more than 4 ounces at one time. So I know some people like, okay, If, I got to drink 100 ounce, let me drink right now 25, and then 3 more times 25 ounce. So that's not good for you. So not more 4 ounce at a time. Preferably you sip water throughout the hour. Just have something, have a bottle next to you. Yes. Now, so let's talk about tools and strategies. There are many things that you can be doing yourself to help alleviate some of your worries. I have a few hundred different tools that I use. I call it my invisible toolbox. But today I'll mention several of them, my favorite ones, and they are not necessarily in the order of importance. They're all awesome. So I will start with breathing. So you can actually oftentimes overcome the feeling of anxiety by practicing deep breathing exercises. So there are several examples here, but I encourage you to, Google. There's so many free resources out there. Try out different exercises and see what resonates with you. There are hundreds and hundreds of different exercises out there. I like this one, but maybe, you'll find something else that you like. So anxiety ease exercise. To ease anxiety, you inhale through the nose, count to 4, hold for 2 seconds, and then exhale through the mouth. Then to clear your mind, you inhale through the nose, count to 4, exhale through the nose, count to 7. And then to calm down is very similar, but you inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth, count to 6. And then if you are someone who is experiencing panic attacks or just feeling panicky, there is another good one, breathing exercise. It's not on here. It's you inhale through the nose, count to 4, then exhale through the nose, count to 4, and then hold for 5 seconds. So I recommend when you do breathing exercise, do it minimum for 3 to 5 minutes, but actually even 1 minute, like even if you don't have 3 minutes and you're at work and you're feeling anxious, take a bathroom break or something, go and do breathing for 1 minute. Sometimes that's all you might need to completely shift your state. And someone definitely I need to mention here, the king of breathing is Wim Hof. So if you type up on YouTube, Wim Hof breathing, WIMHOFF, I think double F. So there are guided breathing meditations on YouTube. So they're amazing, but they're 10 minutes. So if you kind of go to the next level, Wim Hof is absolutely amazing. Okay, moving on. Next thing I'm going to recommend is journaling. So the thing about journaling, it can help giving your mind something else to focus on for a little while, instead of concentrating on those negative thoughts that are in your head. And it's actually a fact that you cannot feel anxious and grateful at the same time. So if you are able to find something you're grateful for, you will shift your state of mind. But I personally know, again, from my past, sometimes you're feeling really low and it's very hard to find anything to be grateful for at that moment. So that's why I listed these questions here. Ask yourself one of these questions and you are going to find something that you're grateful for, especially the last two. So what opportunities do I currently have that I'm grateful for? What am I better at today than I was a year ago? What material object do I use every day that I'm thankful for having? And you know what? It could be maybe even slippers. Like I love my comfortable, warm slippers. It's got to be very specific, but it could be the smallest thing. And what has someone done for me recently that I'm grateful for? And these two, what are the 3 things I'm grateful for right now? Again, got to be very specific. It could be like my warm blanket. I love my blanket. But who do I love and who loves me? So ask yourself these questions and you are going to find something to be grateful for. So yeah, it's amazing tool and you always have it with you. Doesn't matter where you're at. Okay, next. Next one. So it's a great coping strategy to help you overcome stressful life events. For me personally, it's actually my strategy for life. You know, I actually have it on my daily habit tracker. I think that in order for us to live healthier, happier lives, we should definitely make some time for laughter in our daily routines. Again, this is something that's available anywhere. You know, you can do it anywhere. Sometimes though, again, I understand it's not always easy to find something humorous when everything happening at once. But if you're able to shift your focus on something humorous, your stress can melt away. Maybe it's, you know, watching something funny, or like go through funny memes, or call your friend who makes you laugh. You know, it's absolutely amazing, not just for your mood, but it's amazing for your health as well. And it's contagious. You can actually help someone else besides yourself. Something I wanted to mention, if any of you are familiar, there is such thing as laughing yoga. So as I found out about laughing yoga, I was at one of the conferences. I came home and I told my family, we're going to have a little experiment. We're going to do laughing yoga. So this is what we need to do. We need to laugh. We need to laugh, and just, you know, whether you feel it or not, for 1 minute. So my kids said, I don't feel like laughing. I cannot just laugh. I don't feel like laughing. I'm like, do the fake laughing. So this is what we've done. 4 of us, we started laughing. First 20 seconds, I mean, it looked kind of ridiculous. You know, we're looking at each other like we're all crazy. First 20 seconds was absolutely fake for all of us. But after 20 seconds, we started laughing wholeheartedly because it was just so ridiculous. So 1 minute, like literally, I timed 1 minute completely. Everyone's mood, everyone's state completely shifted. So it's an amazing strategy, amazing tool, but don't do it around people you don't know. Don't do it at work. So, okay, next one. And the last tool I wanted to talk about today, no, actually not the last one. Okay, how do I go back? Okay, got it. So 3-3-3 technique. It can help relieve your anxiety by giving yourself a break from what's going on around you, either for a few minutes, or it can actually, you know, make it, it can kind of shift to a few hours. So what you got to do is focus on the present and not worry about what's going to happen in the future, right? And that's actually what's causing anxiety for us. We are thinking about how is this going to work out, what I should do or what I, you know, shouldn't do, what I should say or what I shouldn't say, something that's going to happen. We are feeling depressed when we are thinking about our past, what happened, what I've done or what I didn't do, or someone else did to me, right? So the idea is, if we shift our mind, if we can shift ourselves to present time, that's all we need to start feeling differently, to shift our state of mind. So first thing you do is eyesight. So you take in your surroundings and concentrate on your sight and the physical objects that surround you. Then name 3 things that you can observe in your environment, but have to be, again, specific. So if you're seeing a tree, if you see a tree, what kind of tree, what kind of leaves, what's the color, what's the hue of this color. So as specific as you can. And then next one is sound. So take a note of everything that you hear around you or possibly in the distance. So the goal is not just hearing, but actually listening and being aware of everything what's going around you. Determine how many different pitches you can hear or rhythms. For example, again, if there is a bird singing, notice how many birds are singing. Usually it's not one, there are possibly more than one. What kind of pitch, tone, rhythm, whatever you can notice. And once you've gotten used to new sounds around you, then you get your hands involved. So you can choose 3 areas of your body to explore. It can be, you touch your face, your hair, you wiggle your toes, and then you can explore the furniture, the material, texture, etc. So again, be very specific. And then if you want to make it more interesting, you can add senses of smell and taste to this. So smell, name 3 smells around you, surrounding, that are different from one another. Not necessarily all of them have to be pleasant, so they just have to be different smells. And then the taste, pick 3 flavors that you can taste and tell what they are. It can be juice, it can be a mint or a gum, really anything at all. So sometimes these techniques that we just talked about is all you need to do in order to take that break, much needed break from feeling anxious. And again, the best part about it, it's absolutely free. It can be done anywhere at any time, and no one has to know that you're doing this, except for laughing yoga. So again, don't do the laughing yoga around people you don't know. Okay, so, and the last thing I wanted to talk about is acupressure points. Acupressure, it's an ancient healing practice. And what it does, it involves applying pressure to specific points on the body. It's great for relieving stress, anxiety, and there are many different points that can be used for this purpose. These are just the 3, some of my favorite ones I listed here. Again, I strongly encourage, if you're interested in this, research this yourself on Google or get yourself a good book, because you can find there's so many points for everything. Again, you can do this for yourself. You don't need anyone else. So first point is third eye point, and it's between your eyebrows, just above the nose. So this point is known as a third eye, and it is said to be helpful in calming the mind and relieving the stress. So by the way, doing any acupressure points, you shouldn't be driving. So ideally you can sit down, sit comfortably. And if you can even, it can help to close your eyes. So touch the spot between your eyebrows with your either index finger or thumb, and then take slow deep breath and apply the gentle firm pressure in circular motion for about 5 to 10 minutes. So that's the first one. The next one is Heavenly Gate point, and it's located in the upper shell of your ear. So at the tip of this, triangle hollow there. So it might help to use the mirror to locate this. But, again, stimulating this point, it's said to help release anxiety, stress, and even amazing for insomnia. So again, probably, especially in the beginning, using the mirror might help. Apply firm, gentle pressure in a circular motion, and just for about 2 minutes. And next one is shoulder well point. That's in your shoulder muscle. So to find it, pinch your shoulder muscle with your index finger or your middle finger and thumb. And also it helps with stress, muscle tensions, and also headaches. But if you are pregnant or you're suggesting it for someone else to do, please make sure you do not recommend it to anyone who is pregnant, because it might induce the labor. Okay, so find this point on your shoulder muscle, pinch this muscle with your thumb or your index and middle finger, depends, whatever is comfortable for you. And then apply this gentle firm pressure and massage this point for 4 to 5 seconds. But release the pinch as you massage the point. So massage just that, that shoulder well point. And again, it doesn't need to be for a long time. Just 4 to 5 seconds can make a big difference. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about herbs. And I absolutely love herbs, but I do want to mention several things regarding this prior to going over them. So they can help, some of this can help with occasional anxiety, but it's a very good idea to try this out, try these herbs before actually you're feeling anxious. So you can assess how your body reacts and how much of this remedy you need, or possibly any adverse effects. All of us are different. all of us are reacting to things differently. Like there is no model for everyone, so it's important to please try it out prior to feeling, anxious or depressed or extremely stressed. So sensitivity to plants is highly individual. Also start with small amounts and observe how your body reacts. Always follow manufacturer's instructions. And I do not recommend trying, especially new herbs, trying them at work or in the morning before you go to work. Ideally it's either later on in afternoon or in the evening, because some of them, especially the ones that can help with anxiety, they're sedating. And again, like I'll mention some of the herbs. So let's start going through them. Chamomile. Everyone knows this. Chamomile tea, it's been known to calm the nervous system and just making you feel more relaxed. It's great, not just for stress, it's great for sleep, and it helps with irritability. Amazing for your nervous system. So I would recommend making this. You can, drink chamomile tea at evening time. Kava. Some people actually refer to this as legal drug because it makes them feel so good. So, but unlike, most pharmaceuticals to treat anxiety, this kava does not cause addiction or tolerance over time. And another great, amazing thing about kava, it's actually, despite its relaxing effect, it does not decrease intellectual functioning. So it might even improve intellectual abilities such as memory, according to some studies. So it has been used for thousands of years. It's for boosting mood, reducing anxiety, and actually increasing sociability. So it works by stimulating dopamine receptors and producing this like euphoric state of mind. Next one, again, everyone knows this, lavender, probably in the form of essential oil. It's lovely, it's relaxing, it's uplifting, it could be, just relaxing. The people describe it so many different words, but it can be used in a diffuser, or it can be applied to skin, diluted. So it's got to be diluted, or added even to a warm bath. Next one, oats. I mentioned that before. It's very soothing and nourishing. Oats are amazing for anyone whose nervous system feels afraid or stressed. Passion flower. So this would be a great example where passion flower is not considered to be very sedative. For me personally, it is. So, I cannot concentrate much if I were to take passion flower. So it's generally used for treating insomnia, but it's people take it for daytime anxiety, and it has many benefits. It's amazing herb. It's also helping with digestion, fever reduction, and can even be great for hangovers. So make a note. So next one, ashwagandha and rhodiola. I love adaptogens. So they're highly effective herbal remedies. My favorite adaptogens out of all of them, these are two, ashwagandha, rhodiola, and they're great for stress, anxiety, reducing fatigue, and enhancing both physical and mental performance. So amazing thing about adaptogens, they adapt to you. So if you take them in the morning, they're going to make you feel a certain way, whatever you need at the time. You take them at nighttime, they will make you feel differently. But again, as far as the first time goes, I do not recommend trying anything before you're going to work. Skullcap, also amazing herb for nervous system. It's useful for anxiety of all kinds, particularly for anxiety and irritability associated with hormonal swings, so such PMS and menopause. Again, for me personally, very sedating. Okay, so I even tried some time ago, I tried Skullcap, and I still felt sedated in the morning. So that's why I recommend trying, even maybe a few times before you would take it during the day for anxiety. And then another one here on this list are valerian it is an amazing anti-anxiety herb. It does not cause dependence or tolerance. And it's actually, there's some studies that show that valerian also improves quality of sleep, but it smells like feet. So it does not smell good. I'm warning you right away if you're taking it in a liquid form. Yeah, so again, there's so many herbs out there. These are kind of just some of my favorite ones for specifically mood issues. But please remember, so not all herbs and supplements are created equal. Make sure you do the research. If you need any recommendations, feel free to reach out. Do not buy your herbs and supplements in Costco or Walmart. It's better not to take anything than to take those. So, and if you are taking anti-anxiety drugs, please read this. Do not try to self-medicate with herbs. There are some unusual negative side effects, including excessive sedation, may happen with a combination of herbs and drugs. Also, do not try to withdraw from long-term use of anti-anxiety drugs on your own. This can be very dangerous. If you're currently using anti-anxiety drugs, you must consult with your doctor or another medical professional if you want to switch to natural remedies or combine them with drugs. So it is very important, because I know we have a lot of posts in the group where people want to just stop. It's great. People want to go holistic, but at the same time, they're listening there to, there are hundreds of different advices, and it could be very dangerous. So again, you got to be working with medical, you have to talk to your doctor prior to just stop taking them, or another professional. Okay, next one is, let's talk, but kind of we'll run quickly through this, some vitamins, supplements. Again, B complex, I've mentioned that before, very important. And they're also great for energy. So they are water soluble, so they're not stored in body, and they must be replaced daily. So if you're not eating B vitamins rich foods on a daily basis, I would recommend a supplement. Vitamin C, everyone knows it. There's no need for description of this one. It's a vital one. Magnesium also helps with blood sugar control, muscle relaxation, and sleep regulation. And magnesium supplements have been found to have anti-anxiety effects. Chromium helps with irritability and mood swings. L-theanine has been known to protect brain health. 5-HTP creates feeling good mood, kind of less worry and more able to relax. DMG, GABA, lithium orotate, it's a mood stabilizer. Actually, a lot of people are taking this that are feeling depressed. Omega-3 fatty acids, L-tyrosine. So all of this really, L-tyrosine is for relieving effects of stress and encourage alertness. So a lot of this, again, if you can get, your supplements, if you can get them, like not supplements, vitamins from food, great. It's amazing. It's preferred way, right? But if not, then you can talk to a professional to figure out what it is that you need, because you don't need to take everything. Okay, so there are many different remedies. There are many modalities to aid with stress and anxiety. Herbs, homeopathy, Bach flower essences, essential oils. And I actually use all of them for myself and my clients. But if you need any specific recommendations for any of these modalities, feel free to reach out. But today I wanted to introduce one of my favorite modalities, something that I personally run on myself every single day for years now, and that is biofeedback. So, some of you are not familiar with this. So quantum biofeedback is a form of energy medicine, and energy healing is one of the oldest practices known in the world. Healers understood many years ago that our health greatly depends on the quality of energy that flows through our bodies. And some people know this as qi from Chinese medicine, or prana from Ayurvedic medicine. So imbalances in this energy may deeply affect our physical and mental health. So we can compare this energy to electricity. We can't see electricity, but we can feel it. And even though it's invisible, it's certainly real. And if you ever stuck your finger in a light socket when you were a kid, then you know what I mean. It's a problem if you stuck your finger there when you're an adult. But as human beings, we used to perceive the things that conforms to our beliefs. We form our beliefs about the physical world when we are kids, from our parents, from our teachers, from our friends, or just people in our environment, things that we see on TV. And we may like to think that the world around us is exactly as we are used to seeing it, but these amazing people, Einstein, Tesla, and others, have shown to us that universe is actually so much more complex and wonderful than we ever could have imagined. So what is quantum biofeedback? Albert Einstein said that everything in life is vibration. He understood that atoms are in constant motion, and depending on the speed of atoms, they appear either as solid, liquid, or gas. So everything is vibration, sound is vibration, and our thoughts, vibration as well. And so everything is vibrating in some type of frequency. So what biofeedback seeks to do, it picks up on your vibration, and then it feeds you back the frequency that you need to restore to your balanced state. So by using frequencies, they bring our bodies into alignment and inspire our body to heal itself. We can use this the same way we use homeopathy, herbs, or supplements. So good example, it seems to be a popular one. So your liver has an optimal frequency. And when it's healthy, it's vibrating at that certain frequency. But when it becomes sick or toxic, it changes the frequency. So what biofeedback seeks to do is send the frequency to your liver so then it can bring it back to that optimal frequency. When we are at the optimal frequency, whether it's organ, mind, body, then we are functioning at our best. So we are constantly being influenced and changed by the frequencies around us, by everything we are listening to, by different frequencies in our environment. And we are picking up and then training those frequencies. So the important thing to understand, to know, is that those frequencies, the frequencies can be used with intention. When we shift our frequency, it's possible that the stress, anger, all of those negative emotions, and even disease, they can change in an instant when we get to our optimal frequency. And once we are resonating at this home frequency, once we are aligned, disease can possibly no longer hold and can fall away. So frequencies can change our field, and as we change our field, we change our body. And the way it works is, so biofeedback, quantum biofeedback, it has a sophisticated voice engine. It was derived from voice analysis created at MIT. So it picks up different intonation and qualities of your voice, then it scans it, analyzes it several times, and then it transfers your voice into a waveform, into a frequency. And then based on your frequency, it sees in a specific area that we are looking at, it sees where there is a reactivity, where there is an imbalance, and it points to us what are the best frequencies for you to listen to today to get balanced. I know it's a lot of information. I hope it makes sense. And I wanted to actually, first time I know both of you guys are familiar with biofeedback, but I don't think you actually ever seen it, right? Like how it works.
We've done it, but not how it works specifically. It's been pretty cool to see.
Yeah, this is exciting. I'm super excited to see how you do it. I know you've sent me some screenshots and I've kind of seen, but yeah, I'm excited.
Definitely.
So I'll take a few minutes real quick and yeah, I'll show it to you. Well, 1 second. Let me connect it real quick.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, awesome. Can you see right now moving in?
Yep.
Okay, great. So we are seeing, so there are three main areas. There's kind of a main area, and then there's specialized panels of frequencies. So three main areas are body, mind, and biofield. So body here is kind of the biggest area. So it starts with, we have organs, we have today's stress, what's impacting us today in our environment. It has body systems, hormones, vitamins, amino acids, sensitivities, glands, digestion, and there are a few more in there. Okay, then there is mind, and that's really anything related to your brain, so brain EEG, neurotransmitters, and emotions, right? So specific emotions, and then Bach flower essences, which are absolutely amazing for emotional balance. And then there is biofield. Biofield, primarily we have chakra balancing and meridians. So kind of, kind of like a digital acupuncture. So for example, let's say here, we are looking at the gallbladder meridian. We can see specifically which point shows reactivity and then what it associates with, and then where is it located on the body. Okay, so we can actually just go through all of the meridians and go through all of the specific points. Okay, so this is the main area. And when I'm, when I'm starting to work on this, I am looking for patterns. So if I'm seeing, for example, if I've seen a liver.
Oh, did she freeze?
Yeah, I can see it. Looks like it.
Yeah. Oh, she froze. Hopefully she comes back here.
Yeah, totally. We get the inside peek to what's going on.
So
Definitely.
I always wondered how she did this and
yeah, what goes on behind the scenes.
What happened?
Oh,
oh my God, what happened? Am I back?
Yeah, reshare your screen. You froze there for a minute.
Okay, when did you lose me? When did I stop talking?
Right when you were talking about the liver.
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh wow. I was wondering, you got to be paying attention. You're not moving. You're paying attention, really, both of you.
Like you're so focused.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But yeah, whether it's liver or like another example, pancreas, right? I can see it, maybe in organs, and then I see it under digestion, and then I'm going to gather all of those frequencies where it shows reactivity. And now I'm going to go into my specialized frequency, okay? And there are about 600 right now, different issues that we can work with. But for example, let's say it was pancreas. Now I'm going to type in pancreas, and I'm going to see what are my panels for pancreas optimization. Within each panel, then I'm going to go in and collect specific frequencies. Like if, let's say we went to liver, I'll just do for demonstration purposes, I'll just bulk it, a lot of them. Then we are adding all of those frequencies that shows reactivity. And then but then, it's going to show up to us what are the high priority items, right? And when you're listening to, that's what it sounds like. Just an example. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of like a short presentation of what it is, and a lot as far as emotions go. There are a lot of different things, a lot of different panels of frequencies. Those are all panels actually. So panels of frequencies for emotions. So yeah, there's a lot there. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of a short presentation on the biofeedback and how it works. Let me stop sharing this.
I love that. It's so cool to see like the back end of it after, being the one that gets it for so long,
totally.
and like seeing how you do it. Cause I know often you'll send me like a little screenshot and you'll be like, these are your most ones that come up. And for anyone out there, I'll be open and transparent. We've been working a lot on, my emotions, my limiting beliefs, just some trauma and working through that. And when I read through these, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is spot on. Like it's so incredible how this app like picks up on those things. And then when I read through them, I'm like, oh, yep, that's me. Oh, that's me. Like it's really, really incredible. Thank you so much for showing that to us. That was really, really interesting.
Oh, you're welcome. And you know what? I actually admitted to myself certain things. Like it's really like it's the hardest thing is for us to be honest with ourselves. So, some of the things I was denying. I was not aware, honestly, till I've seen some of these things show up for me. I'm like, whoa, like first, come on, it's BS. And then, just thinking a little bit about this and then running these frequencies and just felt lighter. And I understood, kind of analyzed past or whatever is happening. And yeah, it's revealing. It's definitely revealing. So I absolutely love this. Again, I use it daily for clients, but I also use it daily for myself, twice a day. I personally could not go to sleep before. So, as doctors told me that Benadryl is absolutely safe. You can take Benadryl every night to sleep. So that's how I used to go to sleep, or either that or, drinking wine because I needed to distress myself from work, right? That's how I went to sleep. I had no idea how toxic even Benadryl is. And apparently we are being recommended this as it's safe for pregnancy. But I had no idea. I personally took it while I was pregnant. I had no idea that it's harmful. So, but yeah, so that's how I go to sleep. This is pretty much what I do for myself to go to sleep. Yeah, so I love this modality. And I wanted to share real quick. I'll just share my screen back up. I don't know.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's still there.
See it.
I see a gray screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. I think after we disconnected.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. It's okay. I don't know. We're not going to figure out. It's been a long time. But, just I wanted to mention that couple of, new things that I never talked about and the services that I offer also, Bach flower consultations, herbology consultations, aromatherapy, iridology. I have bigger problem pronouncing all of these names, but besides biofeedback and of course, functional wellness consultations. So there are a lot of different services, and I'm currently working, hopefully shortly after New Year's, I'm currently working on functional blood chemistry analysis. So shortly after New Year's, I will be offering this as a service as well. And I currently offer 15 minutes. I can still do the 15 minutes complimentary consultation. So I wanted to mention it, probably for not much longer.
Thank you for what you do. It's appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I love this group. It's kind of my second home, and it's a chance that I go there. You see me, like I'm constantly there.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We appreciate all the value that you provide. You're always so great at answering questions and, just really just trying to help people, and the services that you offer are so incredible. And if you guys seriously, if you're watching this right now and you're like, whoa, that biofeedback stuff, like I'm telling you, like it is incredible. It has transformed my life. Like it is amazing. Anna says, you rock, Yelena.
Oh, thank you. I don't see any comments. I guess I'll take a look at them later.
You can check it out later after this. I'll make sure to tag you in it too, so you can see anything. If you guys are watching the replay, drop hashtag replay. Yelena, how can they get a hold of you if they want to work with you?
Well, I'll post my information. I mean, I probably, Messenger is very easy one, right? But I'll post my information in the comments, my website. But it's probably easiest thing is Messenger. That would be easiest for everyone.
Awesome. So
Awesome.
if you're wanting to check out biofeedback or any of the other services, the block flower, the herbal remedies, anything else that Yelena offers, reach out to her. I know firsthand how incredible she is at what she does. So does Chris. And we are just so honored to have you on here and share your wealth of knowledge with all of our members. And just I thank you so much for what you do and just being such a good friend as well.
Absolutely. Very much appreciated.
Thank you guys. And back at you. Appreciate you very much. And yeah, thank you again. Thank you for having me and love the group.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Let us know if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and Yelena will come back and answer them.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Bye.